Hi students, good morning. Today we are discussing about vibrations of monoatomic lattice. Today we are discussing particular topic vibration of monoatomic lattice. Monoatomic lattice. Otherwise, the other name of this topic is vibrational or lattice dynamics. Lattice dynamics of a monoatomic linear chain. Nothing but next other topic name is lattice dynamics. Lattice dynamics of a monoatomic lattice linear chain. Lattice linear chain. This is also the same topic. So OR, here I am placing ORR. So topic name is vibrations of monoatomic lattice, otherwise lattice dynamics of a monoatomic lattice linear chain. So I am taking in this structure must and should be linear. What is the meaning of linear? Linear is nothing but straight. So at what the atoms are taken, the atoms must be taken in the form of straight path. The atoms must be taken in the form of straight path. For this topic calculation purpose view, we can consider. Let us consider monoatomic linear chain. Monoatomic linear chain having n plus 1 atoms, each atom having mass, capital M, each having the mass capital M, So you are taking the monoatomic linear chain. So monoatomic linear chain means, in our yesterday class we have discussed the lattice consisting of bases. Having monoatoms. So the repeated bases having the how many atoms are existed? The atoms for the bases only one atom is existed. Only one atom is existed. So that purpose here only phonons can be vibrated. Not the modes of vibration. Modes of vibration is occurred. The atom or bases consisting of at least more than one atom, nothing but 2, 3, 4 poly. So in that way they having the two modes of vibration, that is called as, one is acoustic mode, second one is optical mode. But in our present topic we are taking the monoatomic lattice. Monoatomic lattice nothing but the bases consisting of only one atom. So only one atom means they have the phonons can be vibrated. So phonons how to created? The phonons are created or destroyed with respect to collisions. By using the collisions you can create the phonon. By using the collisions you can destroy the phonon. So here the phonon energy already we are derived it. The phonon energy can be taken as h cut omega, and the phonon momentum can be taken as h cut q. This is called as phonon momentum. Phonon momentum can be taken as phonon momentum in the crystal can be taken as h cut q. Here h cut is constant, q is called as wave vector. wave vector. Wave vector can be represented as 2 pi by lambda. Nothing but wave vector is inversely proportional to wavelength of the wave. Wave vector is inversely proportional to wavelength of the wave. This is phonon momentum that can be taken as h cut 1 q. And in a similar way, what is the energy of phonon? Phonon energy can be taken as h cut omega. Omega is nothing but angular frequency. This angular frequency can be represented in normal frequency. Omega can be taken as 2 pi l. In terms of time period can be taken as h cut into 2 pi by t. These are the different energy forms of phonons in terms of angular frequency, in terms of normal frequency, in terms of time period. Here both the momentum and energy having the h cut value is there. H cut value according to quantum mechanics, this value can be taken as h by 2 pi. What is h? H is nothing but Planck's constant. Planck's constant value always be equal to h is equal to 6.625 into 10 power minus 34 joule second. That is the constant value. In a similar way, h cut value is also constant. The constant value can be taken as h cut is equal to h by 2 pi. So phonon momentum can be taken as h cut q. Otherwise, in terms of wavelength, can be written as h cut 2 pi by lambda. This is also phonon momentum. In terms of wave vector, in terms of wavelength. According to phonon energy, can be written as h cut omega, h cut 2 pi n, h cut into 2 pi by t. So, according to the derivation point of view, we are considering monoatomic lattice having how many atoms are taking? We are taking n plus 1 atoms. Every atom having the mass can be taken as capital M. I am taking the mass of the each atom can be taken as capital M. That is the basic assumption of the derivation point of view. So, according to the basic assumption point of view, you can draw the structure. Of monoatomic lattice. How many atoms are existed? You are taking n plus 1 atom. So, according to the structure, atoms I am representing first atom, second, third, fourth, fifth, and so on. So, according to this way, I am taking every mass of the atom can be taken as capital M. This is also capital M. This is also capital M. So, every atom in the monoatomic lattice mass can be taken as capital M. So, these two atoms can be separated with a distance of a. So, the neighboring atoms are separated with a distance of a and so on. So, I am taking this atom can be taken as ith atom. This can be taken as I plus 1th atom. This can be taken as I plus 2th atom. So, this is I. So, this is can be taken as I minus 1th atom. This is I minus 2th atom. So, every atom to atom, there existing certain interatomic forces. That force can be represented with respect to bonds. The bond can be represented in the form of springs. I am showing the bond or showing interatomic bonds can be showing in the form of spring. So, that spring. So, here each and every spring having the force constant. Each and every spring having the force constant can be taken as alpha. So, for every spring, force constant can be taken as alpha. Force constant can be taken as alpha. According to the force existing in the spring can be taken as F is equal to minus alpha x in terms of x direction. So, here also I am taking the x direction. So, force value can be taken as F is always equal to minus alpha into x, where alpha is called as force constant. So, this is atoms are existed in monoatomic linear chain. According to the phonons, here they can create the longitudinal wave. Here what the wave is existed? Longitudinal wave. So, longitudinal wave is nothing but the vibration of particles along the direction of propagating direction. That propagating direction, vibration of particle direction, both are in same direction. Then that particular wave can be called as longitudinal wave. According to phonons, the longitudinal waves existing the plane waves. These waves existing in a particularly in the form of plane. So then the wave is called as plane wave. So, according to these monoatomic lattices, they can create the longitudinal wave. So, according to longitudinal wave, these atoms are vibrated. Otherwise, these atoms are displaced. These atoms are displaced. So, on that way, I am representing displacement also. This is the original position. I am showing the dotted line is nothing but especially what the positions are taking initially, that position is representing. So according to this position can be taken as, this diagram can be taken as equilibrium position. I am taking this position, initial position can be taken as equilibrium position. So in this crystal, longitudinal phonons are vibrated in the longitudinal form. The wave is existed within the monoatomic lattice. So the monoatomic lattice, longitudinal wave is existed. The atoms are displaced from their mean position. The atoms are displaced from their mean position. With respect to spring, the atoms are moving towards right, otherwise towards left. Nothing but here oscillatory motion is existed. So on that way, the first I-1 atom is displaced to up to this value displaced to this one. In a similar way, each and every one I am representing this way. Last atom is not known. So here interatomic bonds can be represented like this. So from equilibrium position to displacement, this is I-2 displacement. I am representing displacement in the letter U. U I-2. From this point to this point, this displacement can be taken as I+1. From this point to this point, this is Ui. From this point to this is Ui+1. What are the representation of U? U is representation of displacement. Particularly I am taking Ui. Nothing but displacement of ith particle, otherwise atom, otherwise lattice point. Displacement of ith particle from its mean position. In a similar way, I+1 is nothing but displacement of I+1 particle from its mean position. Similarly, this is I-1. I-1 is nothing but displacement of I-1 particle from its mean position. So this is equilibrium position, this is disturbed position. At what condition disturbance is created? So every atom or every particle must be disturbed. You can apply an external force. That external force in the form of with respect to thermal energy, with respect to external force, with respect to chemical energy. In what way the energy is absorbed? Depending on absorption energy, the particles are absorbed the energy, those are vibrated. So in a particular way, the absorption is created the collision. Due to collision, they can create the phonons. The phonons are vibrated along the direction of longitudinal wave. So direction and propagation direction both are equal. Then the wave can be called as longitudinal wave. According to the normal mode of vibration, the longitudinal wave are occurred in planes. So those longitudinal waves can be called as plane waves. This is the basic assumption of monoatomic lattice linear chain. This is the equilibrium position. This is the disturbed position by absorption of thermal energy. By absorption of thermal energy. This is the basic structure. You can derive the relations among the monoatomic lattice. Among the monoatomic lattice. According to the energy, according to the absorption of energy, this atom is vibrated like these 2 volts. After, according to the spring, this is reflected, nothing but restoring force is applied in the opposite. After some time, this is vibrated like this. So here, simple harmonic oscillations are created. Simple harmonic oscillations are created in between 2 atoms. In between 2 atoms. This amplitude of oscillation is very low as compared to interatomic distance between the 2 atoms, nothing but A. Here A, I am taking the distance between 2 atoms. So based on A, the amplitude of oscillations is very low. So according to the oscillation, in this monoatomic lattice, they can absorb, they can store the energy. That stored energy must be in the form of potential energy. Must and should be the stored energy in the springs. Must and should be potential energy. According to the diagram, the springs are indicating interatomic interaction between the neighboring 2 atoms. Interatomic interaction between the neighboring atoms. So, in between the 2 lattice points, they can exist some energy, stored energy is existed. That stored energy must be in the form of potential energy. Must be stored in the form of potential energy. That potential energy can be expressed as, that stored potential energy can be expressed as the stored potential energy can be expressed as potential energy. I am representing by the using letter pi. Sometimes you are using U also, but U is using in the displacement factor. I am using the U is displacement factor. So in that way, I am using the potential energy in between 2 lattice points. Potential energy pi is equal to 1 by 2 alpha summation I tends to how many atoms can be taken. So according to I am taking I is equal to 1 to n plus 1 atoms can be taken. So U I minus U I minus 1 whole square 1 by 2 k x square. General potential energy stored in the spring is called as half k x square. K is nothing but force constant. According to force constant, you are taking alpha 1 by 2 alpha x square. X is nothing but at that position displacement. According to the lattice vibration, I am taking the displacement is u. Ui minus 1. Otherwise, you can take ui plus 1 minus ui whole square. This is the basic expression. That is the basic expression of potential energy stored in the monoatomic lattice. So this is potential energy. What about kinetic energy? Kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is always be represented in terms of mass p square by 2m. Already we are derived. What is the relation among momentum and kinetic energy? So basic relation, kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. Momentum is equal to mass into velocity. Mass into velocity. So this kinetic energy expression I multiplied with m and divided with m. So I am representing m into m square v square by 2m. M into v is nothing but momentum. Then kinetic energy is represented by, in terms of momentum, is p square by 2m. So in a similar way, I am representing the kinetic energy of the lattices in the monoatomic linear chain is kinetic energy is equal to p square by 2m. Particularly for n plus 1 atom, sigma I tends to 1 to n plus 1. This is the kinetic energy. What about P? P is nothing but momentum. So momentum can be represented as mass into velocity. Here I am not representing the velocity. What is the basic definition of velocity? Velocity basic definition is the rate of change of displacement. The rate of change of displacement. So momentum can be represented as P is equal to capital M into the rate of d by dt of displacement u. Displacement can be taken as u for what the ith atom. So you can take summation from I is equal to 1 to n plus 1. This is the momentum of the lattice vibrations in the particularly in the monoatomic lattice. You can take this all expressions can be taken for ith atom. So ui, mi, pi, so on. So this is the basic relations in between the two neighboring atoms. Basic relation among the two neighboring atoms. This is potential energy, this is kinetic energy, this one is momentum, this one is momentum. According to the equation of motion of the lattice vibrations in the monoatomic lattice can be represented as equation of motion. The atoms are moving from one place to equilibrium position to some other position is displaced. So I am writing the equation of motion of the lattice in monoatomic lattice or linear chain can be represented as, according to Newton's second law, force F can be represented as F is equal to ma. In a similar way, I am taking the rate of change of momentum dpi by dt value is equal to minus d pi I by dui. Each and everyone knows the rate of change of momentum is nothing but force. So you know that force F is equal to dp by dt. In a similar way, in terms of potential energy, force can be represented as minus du by dr, the rate of change. So the negative derivative of potential energy is nothing but momentum. So according to these two equations, I am taking the rate of change of momentum is equal to the negative displacement, the negative differentiation of potential energy. Here potential energy is represented by pi. So dpi by dt is equal to minus dpi by dui. Ui is nothing but with respect to position. With respect to position, I am taking the displacement. So according to Newton's second law, force can be written as force F is equal to ma. Here not the acceleration is there. What is the meaning of acceleration? The rate of change of velocity. In place of displacement, the double the derivative of position is represented in the acceleration. So force can be written as F is equal to m into d square ui by dt square. So on that way, the rate of change of momentum can be replaced with what? The capital M into d square ui by dt square is equal to this pi value, nothing but 1 by 2 alpha summation ui minus 1 whole square can be substituted in this equation. We can derive with respect to displacement. You get the result is alpha into ui plus 1 minus ui minus alpha into ui minus ui minus 1. This is the equation. This is can be taken as your equation number 1. So m into d square ui by dt square is equal to alpha into ui plus 1 minus ui minus alpha into ui minus minus 1. This is the differentiation by using the basic relations. In between two lattice points, there existing certain forces are existed. Those forces with respect to, I am taking the bond, can be taken in the form of elastic mode. So elastic mode is I am representing with respect to spring. In elastic or spring point of view, force F is equal to minus alpha into U. Minus alpha into U. According to Newton's second law, F can be written as the rate of change of displacement. According to spring, the force can be written as F is equal to minus alpha into U. According to the Newton's second law, force can be written as F is equal to ma. All these relations I am using. Finally, you get the relation or equation of motion of the lattice in the monoatomic lattice can be written as m into d square ui by dt square is equal to alpha into ui plus 1 minus ui minus alpha into ui minus 1 into ui minus 1. That is the equation of motion of the lattice in the what the atom or structure, linear structure can be considered. So that is the equation of motion. That equation can be taken as equation number 1. According to the equation number 1, on the right hand side, how many terms are there? On the right hand side, how many terms are there? With respect to right hand side, we have, how many terms are there? We have 2 terms. We have 2 terms. The first term. What's the first term is existed? Alpha into ui plus 1 minus ui. Alpha into ui plus 1 minus ui. This indicates force on the I plus 1th lattice point to force on the I plus 1 lattice point or atom, force on the I plus 1, force F is equal to kx. So alpha into ui minus ui. So that indication is force on the I plus 1 atom, force on the ith atom or ith lattice point due to I plus 1th atom. Force on ith atom due to I plus 1th atom. In a similar way, the second term is represented as, what is the second term? The second term in the right hand side can be taken as alpha into ui minus 1. This term indicates force due to I minus 1th atom on the ith atom. Force due to I minus 1th atom on the ith atom. So you can clearly observe that the first term representation and second term representation exactly opposite to one and other. So the first term in the equation 1, of right hand side is exactly opposite to the second term. The second term in the equation 1 of RHS. The first term of right hand side and second term of the right hand side always be opposite to each other. So this is the equation. Particularly this equation you can observe here, d square ui by dt square. Nothing but second order differential equation. This equation having the solution. this equation having the solution. Each and every term is existed in the form of displacement ui. What is the solution of this equation? The solution of this equation can be taken as the solution of this wave equation or wave vector. The solution of this wave equation of the plane wave is given by the solution of this plane wave is, particularly for equation 1, is ui. That can be considered, you can take as ui value is equal to some constant a into exponential of q bar dot I into q bar dot r bar minus omega into t. This is the solution of your equation number 1. This is the solution of your equation number 1. This can be taken as equation 2. Q is nothing but wave vector, R is nothing but position, omega is nothing but angular frequency, T is nothing but at a particular time interval, So this equation 2 is the solution of equation 1. So you can substitute equation 2 in 1. So at every place of ui is replaced with a into e power I into q bar dot r bar minus omega into t is replaced. Finally you get the result is m into minus omega square into ui is equal to alpha into ui into e power I into q into a minus e power minus I into q into a here plus minus 2. Finally you get the substituting equation 2 in equation 1. Finally you can differentiate each and every term. Finally you get the result is m into minus omega square into ui is equal to alpha into ui into e power I q into a plus e power minus I q into a minus 2 is existed. In both sides ui get cancelled. In both sides ui and ui get cancelled. So finally you get the result is this negative sign goes to that side minus m into omega square is equal to alpha into 2 minus e power I into qa plus e power minus I into qa can be written as 2 cos qa. In both the terms 2 is common, that you get the result is 2 alpha into 1 minus cos qa. According to trigonometry 1 minus cos theta can be written as 2 sin square theta by 2. 2 sin square theta is nothing but qa by 2. 2 into 2 is nothing but 4 alpha sin square qa by 2. This value is m into omega square. I want to calculate the omega value. So this m value in multiplication step go to this side denominator. So omega square value is equal to 4 alpha by capital M into sin square qa by 2. Then omega value is equal to square root of 4 alpha by m into sin qa by 2. Root 4 value is nothing but 2. Then omega value can be written as 2 into square root of alpha by m into sin of qa by 2. This is the main angular frequency of the plane wave. Those are vibrated in normal